believe in investing in talent, and so we hire highly talented people. We harness their creativity in a team environment, and they're asked to do research about the financial markets, about the data that drives the financial markets, and computational models which are created using data about the financial markets as well as their own knowledge and research ability also. The whole thing about financial market is this movement up or down. And it, as you well know from the uh, what goes on, was reported in the TV and so forth, that its movement and predicting the short-term movement up and down is one of the key challenges. And we do this using AI and machine learning. There used to be by quant models as earlier, but that they have merged with AI and machine learning models. On top of it, you use a unique way of allocating assets, which is different from traditional way. The traditional way is based on that of by well-known professor, Nobel laureate called Markowitz, which is a way of allocating asset where risk is given as variance and return is expected return. However, we use a marketing model, or sorry, asset allocation model, which is based on second order stochastic dominance, called SSD, which controls the tail risk. The risk by Markowitz was due to, or explained as, variance, or the volatility of the market, often called fair index. But that not necessarily is the risk, but the real risk is when you go bankrupt, your tail risk. Yeah. So we get tail risk control. And finally, we apply what we call money management, or in the industry often called fixed mix. It's an interesting concept because it is borrowed from the area of gambling. And it goes like this. If you go to a gambling joint, and indeed financial markets are one of the attractive or the best gambling joint, if you like, then you don't put all the money that's in your back pocket into, or the chips that you have bought, into one bet. So you manage your bet, you keep some money put back and put a bet. If you win the bet, the money goes up. They will make some kind of decision about is more amount of money to put in. But if you lose the bet, then your money has gone. So that's you kept in your back pocket the chips, you reduce the chips. So that's the sort of model that we follow. We have always been a WFH, or work from home company. But right now, we have really gone into top gear in the sense, okay, first of all, let me answer in a slightly different form. You see, our employees we're a small company, but our employees are global. They're in China, in Kazakhstan, in India, in Milan, in London. Actually, I'm normally based in London, but I'm right now in Kolkata, and then in Brazil. So we have always worked online using collaboration tools, and these have been thrown a lot more into front line, if you like, perspective. So we use online, go to meeting, go to webinar, go to training still, or Skype all the time, or Zoom that we're doing now, or Microsoft Teams, or Google Hangout. So depending on who we are interacting with, we simply use more richer platform collaboration. Depending on how to look at security, we are not talking about people hacking into a system. So let's get this out. At the same time, we have to make sure that with our staff, that there is security, there is no information, if you like, such information loss. So first thing, all our staff, we go through a very detailed due process of interviewing, and they sign an NDA. Test, by the way, the interview is also followed by test, etc. Anyway, it's always also followed by non-disclosure agreement. The next level is that of trust. Simply trust in the sense that we trust and tell them staff that we trust them not to take this knowledge. Indeed, we had people who had worked for 6, 7 years had moved on. But one thing they said at the time of moving, that we learned so much and there's nothing, I'm going to a slightly different job, will not, compromise our knowledge that I created here. Also, we insist on learned journal publications. So if it is published, then there is no question of losing or information leak, if you like. Learned journal publications means that it is peer reviewed, and we get therefore we are ourselves have to learn something about it, and we get feedback. Then, as a result of that, we get the copyright and patenting protection. So we have got a couple of patents on route. So, but right now we have never had this situation where somebody went out and took with them our, if you like, research knowledge. The other thing that I did actually when I was in the university, one of the things, this is a sort of question that was put to me for the university, if you like, research development staff. And my answer to them was that you always keep one step ahead. In a very narrow area or special area of research where you excel, you always one step ahead of it. Because ultimately, people will catch up with you. But as long as you're ahead, you are more or less protecting your mouth. We have clients in different parts of the world. We just made arrangement with one of the leading Chinese companies in sentiment analysis or providing alternative data. We also have partnered with a company in China because Shenzhen and Hong Kong corridor is big and going to be as big as what you know in the Western world, although it has some special controls. Then we have clients in India, in Israel, or also through Russia, and in the US. We get close to these clients' requirement and we do research for them what they want because their requirements are quite diverse. And at the same time, try to uh, have a generic approach whereby we bring the solution knowledge together so that and indeed we expect to get clients in both in mainland Europe and in UK. When you get them, and indeed we are in the dialogue with them, we can apply the same knowledge. So essentially, our agenda is to do research and more research, always market facing, and therefore, we get into kind of compelling situation.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.